Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of Weird Wednesday on BaloneyBrain.com. I am, of course, Used Toy or John House. And joining me, as always, the ruggedly handsome suburban hobo or Daryl House. How you doing, Daryl?
I'm doing good, John. How are you doing today? You look like you trimmed a little bit.
I had to. It was starting to I was starting to see it in my peripheral vision. So
It was Davy Crockett stuff going on there. Jeremiah Johnson, huh? How was it?
It's still. I haven't trimmed any of this yet.
Yeah. I kind of like it. Yeah, it's too bad about your brother. What's he got, like little peach fuzz or something?
Yeah, my oldest daughter's not digging it though.
Oh, well, you know what? Your beard?
Yeah.
Ah, well, it's not her beard.
Well, she says I look like a cross between a crazy man and.
Hey there, little Red Riding Hood.
What do you got for us today?
I saw this story today, and I said, I have to do this, and I almost emailed you earlier because I thought if you saw it, you would want it. But are you ready for this? With all this stuff going on in Crimea and Ukraine, Darth Vader
Cry
is
me
going
a
to run.
river.
He's going to run for election in the Ukraine's presidential race. Star Wars villain Darth Vader is one of the more unusual candidates standing for election in the Ukraine's presidential race. More than a dozen presidential hopefuls will stand in May's election, including the Sith Lord, who has been chosen as the official candidate of the Ukrainian Internet Party. Hereinafter, we'll call those the UIP, the Ukrainian Internet Party. The unknown man, there was a picture of this guy with a couple of stormtroopers up. The unnamed man wearing the costume announced his intention to run, flanked by supporters and Imperial Stormtrooper and Chewbacca costumes. After winning intra-party, this is a quote, after winning intra-party primaries by a landslide, Comrade Vader will be our party's candidate, said UIP leader Dmitry Galyubov, who also is known for having spent time in prison after being convicted of using the internet to run a credit card fraud scheme. In November last year, Darth was carried by his stormtroopers to Odessa, the city hall where he declared himself to be mayor. And according to local media reports, he has also demanded a plot of land in the southwestern city to park his spaceship. He said, I alone can make an empire out of a republic to restore former glory, to return lost territories, and pride for this country. That's what Darth Vader said.
I don't know. It's something about the evil empire, you know?
Luke, I'm your father.
Well, I've got a good story. Love Cloud, sex flights offered for wannabe Mile High Club members. I've actually called my wife about this. In Vegas, they're doing it's a Cessna 421 dubbed the Golden Eagle that normally seats 6, but has been modified to include a custom-made foam mattress with a Liberator heart wedge and Decor Whirl bolster. These are basically pillows. So for like $799, you get to go up in a plane with your loved one and tool around the Vegas Strip for 40 minutes while you become a member of the club.
That's kind of cute. For $799, they better provide me with a model too, though. I'm thinking.
Well, I'm guessing a plane that big is not cheap to go up and fly around for 40 minutes.
Yeah, you're probably right. That petrol costs a few bucks these days.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this story is a little bit different for me, and it comes under the title weird, but this is about soldiers and war and killing, and I'm not totally in line with all that. I totally support our American soldiers. This was a shot of the century. This was by a British soldier. I don't know if you saw this. Shot of the century kills 6 Taliban fighters with 1 bullet. Did you see this story?
No, I did not.
Well, a British sniper firing from over 930 yards away amazingly hit the trigger switch of a suicide bomber's vest, killing the attacker and 5 others that were with him. The unnamed 20-year-old soldier has been credited with stopping a potentially devastating attack by the Taliban, and British forces in Kakaran in southern Afghanistan later found a second suicide vest packed with 40 pounds of explosives very nearby. The guy was wearing a vest. He was identified by the sniper moving down a tree line and coming up over it, said Lieutenant Colonel Richard Slack. He had a shawl on. It rose up when the sniper saw he had a machine gun. They were in contact. He was moving into firing position. The sniper engaged him, and the guy exploded. Said there was a pause on the radio, and the sniper said, "I think they just shot a suicide bomber," and the rest of them were all killed in the blast.
Wow.
Taliban, that's some pretty nasty guys.
I'm guessing the vest may have been made by Acme.
Beep, beep.
All right. Job seeker sends out resume, accidentally attaches photo of penis.
Did he get the job?
No. They actually turned him in, which I thought was a little over the top, you know. I mean, if somebody accidentally attached, you know, but yeah, they.
Yeah, I know.
But either way, they're guessing they know why the guy hasn't been very successful at finding a job. But the man has been charged with obscene display or distribution, a misdemeanor. So, man, you know, all I could think about was, hey, come on, stop dicking around.
Yeah, really. Misdemeanor, Mrs. Demeanor, I don't care. Just bring me a demeanor.
Well, I guess this wasn't the first time that this has happened. Last year, a girl named Vanessa submitted a job application, and instead of a copy of her resume, she accidentally attached a wild-eyed picture of Nicolas Cage.
You know, I like Nicolas Cage, though. That's kind of. But you know, people are how often do people, you know, type of something and put the wrong address in, and they realize as they hit the button for hit, as they hit send, they're going, "Oh, God, not them."
Yeah,
it happens. I know. It does.
I saw one. A lady had been sending out a thing that her aunt had died, and she had been attaching LOL, which she thought meant lots of love to all of her family members, until her son said, "Why are you saying LOL? It's not funny." And she said, I didn't know that was laughing out loud.
Yeah. Well, John, I am going to lay claim before the end of this broadcast to the story of the day. Headline: Man does C-section on dead porcupine, saves baby.
Really?
Are you ready for the rest of this? A man from Maine, which, by the way, is not the same as your Maine man, searching for a valuable mineral, cut open a dead porcupine on the side of the road and unexpectedly pulled out its baby. Jared Bazell of Lisbon, Maine, says he was searching for wild mushrooms Thursday when he saw a porcupine get hit by a car. Bazell says he had heard that a valuable mineral deposit used in Chinese medicine formed in the stomachs of porcupines. He then cut open the dead porcupine to search for the mineral and instead found the baby. He told local television reporters that he cut the umbilical cord and thought the baby porcupine was dead until he started massaging it and it began breathing. Bazell is caring for the baby at home temporarily and plans to give it to a licensed wildlife rehabilitator.
Nice.
Stop that.
All right. Man sets record for bowling backwards.
Okay, I give up.
This guy, Andrew Cowan, set a record for 280. This guy bowls backwards better than I bowl forwards. Had at one time had 10 strikes in a row, and ended up with 280. The previous record was 278, set in 2006. But 280, I can't believe that.
It's all I can do to keep it out of the gutter, look in the right direction, you know?
I've never bowled a 280 in my life.
Yeah, me either. I quit bowling, because as a guitar player, I finger pick, and the ball, it makes my knuckles swell up. So I just said years ago, okay, I don't bowl.
All right. Well, that's all.
I gave up bowling for sex because the the balls are cheaper and you don't have to change your shoes.
That's all I've got.
That's all. No, there ain't no more. Folks, thanks for joining us on Baloney Brain again this week. It's Weird Wednesday, and you know what to expect when you come see us here. Have a great week, folks. We'll see you next time.
We'll see y'all soon.